week one.
Football's
Gotta love
back.
week one, brother. And you just kind of want to fucking
almost,
dive in.
I almost fully loved week one
What? Oh,
because Nebraska.
yeah, dude. Like you just gotta stop being so soft on your franchise. Like you just,
What?
I just kind of feel like you're always finding that silver lining. Like sometimes it's like, oh, you need to have a good long look in the mirror for real and realize, like, hey, let's really figure it out, right?
So, just to be clear,
Go ahead.
you think that after the very first week of the rule era, where the defense played well, and
How'd your quarterback do?
we had 4 turnovers, which is not good. You got to protect the football. 2 false starts inside the 5-yard line where you don't come away with what you want. You want me to draw a line in the sand and start calling for heads after week one and shell up and panic like that?
No, and that's a good way to use my words against me. What I'm saying is like every single time, like how many games did they win last year? Nebraska.
Doesn't matter.
They won 3 games last year. Like those 9 losses, Will comes in here low key with a smile on his face. He looked like the way he did after we lost in beer ball in Beer Olympics. Like
roll the tape.
Nothing really has affected. Nothing's really affected him at that point. Like he's just like, this is the reason why we lost. He's very understanding of it, and then he like gives up reasons why they lost, and then he moves on. It's like, let's hold Nebraska a little more accountable for what's happening. And I understand Matt Rule is going to get Nebraska back on track. I don't doubt that at all. I really believe they're going to do that. But Minnesota.
Tell me what you want me to do,
dude.
Tell me what you want me to do on the accountability part.
Just a little tough love. I want you to give it a little tough love. I just want you to have a little more tough love. And
I've talked about that.
Like
You're
being an MSNBC dad right now.
No, you gotta do. Listen, we learned from the same head coach. You got to build on the good. You got to fix the bad, and you got to eliminate the shit that gets you beat.
No question.
We cannot be false starting on the goal line.
There's no question.
We can't be false starting. We're shooting ourselves in the foot. We can't not come away with points right before halftime. However, now let's think about the good. The defense played well. The defense. You didn't watch the game. You didn't watch the game.
I watched the highlights.
It doesn't matter. Like if you watch the game, you see a defense that was playing with a weird confidence and swagger that it was a little unexpected. Like, okay, these boys are out here thumping. They're talking a little bit of shit. Some things that you didn't see. The back end is playing well. I'm excited to see them play against Colorado this week. But it's like we're playing against a Minnesota team. We're running the ball. Yes, we got to correct some things on offense. But I'm not going to sit here and have some tough love on a quarterback that he just got to Nebraska and it's his first week.
Jay Sims?
Yeah, Jeff Sims. It's his first week, and it's like, we got to have some momentum and confidence. We're not going to shell up and listen to the outside noise. I'm not going to be one of those fucking guys that just starts pointing the finger because there's good to build on. And again, yes, we beat Minnesota. There's a debate out there is, are they good or are they not good? But let's not act like we were in Ireland and we're up 11 points trying to throw a little onside kick against Northwestern, who is abysmal as a football team last year. Like Minnesota hasn't lost 4 games since 2018. They have a program that's moving. They play good football. Yes, not the strongest offense from that quarterback. I think the jury's out on him. But this is a program that hasn't lost 4 games since 2018. And we had 4 turnovers. They had 1. Minnesota was -3 in the turnover category.
Beat yourself.
If you're going in, if Vrabel's going in, and we're what? What is it? -3 +3. If we're up on turnovers, what is that? If we're up, that's it. +3?
Yeah, you're +3.
If we're +3, you're pissed that you came out of a game winning on a game-winning field goal, and the crowd storms the field. Nebraska was -3 in the turnover margin and ran the ball well. Right. Yes, we got to take care of the football. Yes, we can't fumble in 4 minutes when we're running the football well.
It's nice to see this kind of passion.
He's punishing guys as he runs. Let's give him the ball a little bit more. Yeah, but I'm not going to start doing here's what the coaches need to do, here's what everything else. No, I want to build on I want to give confidence.
You just did that.
Doing what?
Here's what the coaches need to do. Here's what this needs to do.
But I'm saying publicly, vocally, I'm not going to be the accountable.
One sentence, you say we need to give that running back more, and then you say, but I'm not going to tell everybody what to do.
Right, but I'm letting you know that is there. However, I'm not going to be one of them fucking guys.
What do you think I'm asking for right now? I'm just saying.
You're asking for tough love. You want me to publicly be like, when are you going to draw the line in the sand against Nebraska? Was that not how he's coming off with the question? Can I at least get some guys in the back to help me out?
Go ahead, boys.
Why are we pointing at me?
Go ahead, boys.
It did seem like Taylor was trying to make Will draw the line in the sand against.
I'm just saying wins enough. I'm saying wins enough. And I think Will does a phenomenal job of keeping it positive, and that's great. But brother, How long are we gonna keep it positive? Like this
But
is fucking ridiculous.
where's the negative that we need to be like, it's not the same team as last year?
Yeah. You know what the problem?
That's what everybody wants. Everybody's like, oh, same old
No, it's
story.
not.
But it's not the same team.
I don't think it's the same team either. I don't. I think we're gonna be real. I think we got
But when you say
a lot of things are gonna happen this Saturday with Colorado and Nebraska that are gonna surprise a lot of people. I think that.
Can I say one more thing?
However, I don't.
Can I say one more thing?
Go ahead.
When you say wins enough, but yeah, I know it's not the same team as last year. When you say wins enough, you're bringing in what? Any type of history. We've had 1 week. It's like, okay, when's enough? Your wick is 1 week.
You're overwhelming positivity to a franchise that just isn't fucking doing it. Like
Did you not see the post game pantry?
No, I didn't.
I'm
see the
not
post-game pantry.
absolutely positive. I'm trying to like, this fucking sucks. It sucks. The boys fought hard, but you know what? There's some good on that film. Let's not fucking buy into all the noise that goes on right now.
Maybe I should have watched Sweep 1.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Before Michigan started being good again, did you die on the hill for them?
No.
So if Will's dying on the hill for them, even when they're bad, what's the line that he needs to draw?
Ooh, thank you, G.
Wait, you asked me if
He's calling you a front runner. He's calling you. He's saying now that Michigan's good,
Yeah.
right.
you're now, hey, gloves are off. I'm coming for heads. I'm this and that. Ohio State sucks. You guys didn't even cover against who was it?
ECU. Eastern Carolina, and the
Home of Chris
covering against a
Johnson.
shitty school does not make why. Like you pull your guys as fast as possible when you get the dub and you move on. That's called looking towards a national championship. But what I'm saying is,
something that
I'm
you guys have
asking
failed
Will
to get.
What you're asking me is, you think I'm being a front runner? What I'm saying is when the standard wasn't good enough with the University of Michigan, did I stand by and say it's okay, guys? Don't worry, you just got to do a couple of things. I was like, no, this is bad. I literally said we should fire Harbaugh. Was I wrong? Absolutely, I was wrong. But now look what the tough love brought them. They fucking look themselves in the mirror. They go, oh shit, T. Lou is telling us we're not good enough, and they fucking did it. I talked to the boys at the golf course. And they're like, hey, honestly, yeah, we were fucking pissed at you. We didn't like you very much so I was in their fucking head. I made them look in the mirror, not just think, oh, it's gonna be okay. We just gotta play a little bit better ball. Front runner, dude. I'm willing to draw a line in the sand and be like, hey, boys, shit's not good enough right now. It's tough as an alumni to see this. I hope to God it gets better. Do I think Harbaugh's doing a good enough job? No, I don't think he's doing a good enough job. Now, just as much as I can puff up my chest, I'm now laying down my sword saying I was absolutely wrong about the situation. You guys looked in the mirror, you did your work, you came back, and now we're the number 2 team in the country.
You didn't call for Harbaugh's head after one game.
I'm not calling for your coach's head either.
You're still asking when's enough?
What? I'm saying, when's enough out of you? Like, what are we fucking... Why are we going to keep this overwhelming positivity about Nebraska?
Because we're in the fucking trenches, man. We're in the trenches right now.
Swing on him.
Bro.
We're in the fucking
Only
trenches,
one of
man.
us
We
is
got
retired. Only one of us is retired. That's all I got to say, dude. Hey, I understand where you're coming from. You know...
I'm trying to think of a moment that I can come from.
My business with Michigan, and you see how much it helped them. I'm just saying, you're just patting them on the back all the time, bro. And
I'm not patting them on the back. I'm not patting them on the back.
And also, like, you're speaking out of both sides of your mouth too. Hey, guys, he's running fierce, he's running mean. We should definitely give him the ball a little bit more. But I'm also going to tell these coaches what to do because, well, you know, trust the process, blah, blah, blah. Like.
Yeah, but think of you as a player. Like when you fuck something up and the coach is like, I should have called something different. And there's a moment to where you're like, yeah, maybe we should have. But also, fuck that. I should have blocked that motherfucker better. Like, you figure out a way, hey, put it on me. Put it on me. And you need some of that. You need that mentality. You need that accountability going on.
It sounds like
hopefully Rule to progress.
Hopefully Rule figures it out.
Because right now we're going into Colorado and we can't be all frantic about it like a chicken with their head cut off. We just need some, there's some bad shit out there. Let's fix it. This isn't fucking... You know, start throwing grenades and start covering your own ass. This is just week 1. Don't worry about the outside noise.
I'll tell you what Nebraska has is a major opportunity going into week 2.
We really do.
Everybody is counting them out. We already knew TCU was a fluke last year. We fucking knew that immediately. Colorado is not as good as people think. We talked about that this morning. I want so badly to be on the Deion Sanders train, but I'm still a little bit skeptical. I think Nebraska, if they keep it within 1 score, I think as a Nebraska fan base, you need to be really proud of that.
So you're always saying we're losing?
Yes.
We keep it within 1 score.
Yeah, I think you guys are going to lose that game. What's the line?
It's -3 Nebraska right now. I'm just kidding. It's -3 Colorado.
-3 Colorado at Colorado?
Yeah.
Oh, I would take Colorado all day on that.
That's fine. I hope fucking people do.
They're going to cover that.
I hope people do.
Oh shit, yeah. But the good news is you guys are gonna start 0-2, and then you're gonna go to Northern Illinois, squeak out a win there, and go 1-2. Louisiana Tech, sleepy. Let's go 1-3. Now you're 1-4 against Michigan. Illinois toss up. We'll give it to you 2-4. Then who you got after that? Illinois, Northwestern. I mean, that is like your guys' Super Bowl after what happened in week 0. So we're 3-4. You guys, because hopefully Purdue was abysmal this past week. We lost to Fresno State. So we're 4-4. Now we're gotta be happy about that. Michigan State 4-5. Maryland 5-5. Wisconsin 5-6. Iowa toss up. Best case scenario, we're looking at a 500 team here. Best case. And low key, it really hurt that you guys lost to a fucking team that has no business being mentioned in the same breath as Nebraska.
Who are you talking about?
Minnesota.
Good luck with all that, man.
6-6. Do you want to know? What was
Will's
Will's prediction on his team? What was Will's prediction on his team?
9-3.
Okay, I'll bet.
Still out in front of
I'll
us.
bet all the money.
I said the floor is
I'll
7
bet
wins.
you whatever you want to bet
The
that
ceiling is 11.
my record's closer than your record.
Listen, good luck. Good luck with
You don't got to pull up Michigan. We're 12.
Losing to Louisiana
if Michigan
Tech.
isn't 12-0 going to the Big Ten championship, then the whole season was a fluke.
Is there no worries on the game against ECU? It's because they seem to go a little slow.
No, I feel like well, first off, you got to think too is with the new rule changes in college football, everything is it's a running clock until 2 minutes at half and in the fourth quarter. So time of possession is going to be way different, especially with a team that holds the ball a lot more and they're not a run and gun spread offense. Like if you look at Ohio State versus Indiana, last year, Ohio State had 17 possessions on offense. This year, they only had 10 possessions. Like that's with that rule change. It's a small little rule change, but it's also going to play in the favor of a team like Michigan, who does a great job of holding the clock, playing good defense, and taking their shots when they need to have it. That's going to play big time into the University of Michigan. Not covering, that's just the line. That's Vegas not keeping up with the rules. There's that, and also when you have your head coach out, you want to get your lead that you know you're going to win with, get your boys out of there, get to week 2 because it's a long season. It's a long season. You want to get not covering. This whole great teams cover, like no one gives a actual fuck about that. That's a cool line that somebody made up that loves to gamble. That's all that fucking is.
That is so false.
Why?
Great teams cover because it means that they're better, truly. It's like a handicap in golf, what we were talking about earlier.
Jack, if they didn't pull their guys 5 minutes in the third quarter, then they would have done it. Dude, covering with a 33-point spread is way different than covering in a 7.5-point spread. Obviously, Ohio State's going to cover a lot easier on Indiana because it's going to be a little bit more of a deal when they pull their guys out, and then Indiana's going to fucking bend the knee. When you see Michigan get into the low double digits and the high single digits of it, now you need him to cover. Now you need that. What's the line versus UNLV? Probably 28, 27-5. What is it? You have a computer in front of you, Jack. Pull it up.
Y'all's schedule is fucking a joke. You guys play Penn State and Ohio State.
They don't ask how. They ask how many.
Exactly. You guys play fucking.
Let me just tell you. I want to tell you something right now.
And Michigan thinks that they're all that.
I want to tell you.
Fucking playoff and get wiped every year.
The way you're talking right now is projecting all.
This is your bread and butter. You love to act like when you don't have a response.
What you're doing right now.
Oh, he's getting mad.
No,
I'm honest, and y'all's schedule is always weak, and that's realistic.
Jack, the arguments you're making weren't what we're talking about. We're talking about lines, and then you go to your schedule is weak. Those are two separate categories of an argument. That's what I'm trying to say. The anger you're coming from is based on when I said Tennessee's got a lot of holes, so that's why you're protecting. That's why you're protecting so much there. Let's look at the line. Let's pull up UNLV Michigan. Or when 37, they will not cover that. Michigan will not cover versus UNLV.
You got a computer.
And I hope to God bet the bus. What's that?
I said, or the time when you just said you got a computer, look it up yourself.
Well, he's the guy that literally has the thing. I said, we look at the line.
I'm just saying the aggression.
So let's do it. You said that it looks like Tennessee has holes. They did have a big win. What were the holes?
First quarter.
This morning, Will and I were in the sauna, and Will said that out loud, so I just said that to make Jack mad earlier.
I mean, no. Go look at my Twitter. if you look at the Twitter in the first half of the Tennessee game, Will's not wrong at all.
They
The
struggled
first quarter
on
was
special
gross.
teams.
We had a wide open 60-yard pass. Keaton, unfortunately, he dropped it. We had issues. First game. You know what we still did though? We covered.
Great.
Like
covered.
great teams do. Great teams do.
Yeah, that's a fun.
I know
that's a fun thing to say.
Nebraska's 1-0 against the spread. What's Michigan? 0-1.
Is that what you want? Would you rather be 12-0 against the spread and lose every game?
Depends.
Because you guys aren't
How
going to
much
be.
money am I
you guys are-
slinging out there?